You were anticipating that, okay. I asked LeBron on the court, but AD, when you're in a possession where you have to get a stop, what are the things that you're most focused on, and how much of it has to do with the opponent, and what do you guys go to in those settings?
I feel like this team's a little comfortable early in the game, got their confidence. They got some guys that can make plays. Kevin Porter, Christian Wood, Jalen Green, shoot the ball. Marnie Brooks played tonight, who can shoot the shot the ball. DJ Augustine, and they all got hot. They made shots tonight. Didn't make a lot of shots on Sunday. And when you got a young team like that with no conscience, like I say, you really don't expect to win. Is just go out there and hoop. And they made a lot of shots in. Late game when you try to get a stop, you just don't want to, depending on the time scoring situation, you don't want to give up a three in our case. And Jalen made a tough-ass three, over me, 6 feet away from the three-point line. So, we just don't want to give up threes in that situation. But we were able to come out with the win.
Have you ever seen that situation where points come off the board? And I think and how was that explained to you guys?
Said the scoreboard had 14 fouls. They saw 4 when they called the foul, which means it was the 5th, and they shot 2 free throws. And when they went back to look at it, it was only the 4th team foul. They put it up there right away, so it was really 4. And so they took the 2 points away. But what me, Bron, and Coach are explaining to the refs, well, we lost a possession. We didn't take the ball out or anything. We shot free throws, take points away. Now we just lose the entire possession, which could have cost us the game. So, in a sense, nothing they can do about it and stuff like that. So, good thing it didn't hurt us, but, yeah, that was a funky situation.
LeBron, yesterday evening you jumped on Twitter to announce how excited you were to play in today's game. What struck you in that moment, and did you feel like not only yourself but other members of your team brought a little extra energy, excitement to the court tonight?
I just felt like I had a great 48 hours after our game on Sunday, as far as my preparation, as far as my ankle, as far as me getting back to feeling like myself. And I was also happened to be watching the Monday night game, watching Pat Mahomes throwing the ball sideways on the side of defenders running at him, and also watching a bunch of NBA games as well at the same time. So, the competitive juices just started flowing. So that's when I sent the tweet out.
LeBron, there was that segment in the fourth quarter. You scored 10 straight. Was there something you just were feeling? Was there a matchup you liked or a look that you liked in particular?
No, it's just about the moment. Just love the moment and just try to make the best plays to help our team win. And at that point in time, it calls for me to score, and I was able to bring us a few buckets at the time.
AD, I know you guys keep saying this is all about your team, but you just played those guys on Sunday, and they challenged you guys really hard. What did they do to your defense to make you guys know you have to get better at that?
Like I said, they made shots tonight. All their guys shot the ball well. That whole starting 5 shot the ball well. And their guys off the bench. So, hats off to them. Like I said, it's a young team that's coming in and just playing with a lot of freedom. And they got guys who can play. And on Sunday they didn't make a lot of shots. And tonight they did. And, we just try to play as good as defense as we can and take the ball out if they make it and run, and score right back. So it was just a matter of trying to, contain those guys, And then, like I said, I feel like they got really comfortable to start the game. They kind of just gave them that confidence throughout the course of the game.
Thanks, Thomas.
Came together. .23 fast break points, 78 points in the paint, season high. They've turned the Rockets over 52 times in the last few days, but still that one came down to the wire, and Houston did have a chance to win. Not their best defensive performance.
Yeah, not their best defensive performance against a really young team that, some self-inflicted, wounds and turnovers that the Rockets made. But after giving up 70 points in the first half, the Rockets only scored 47 points in the second half. And so it's going to sound like a broken record, but that is the only recipe for success with this team. right now they don't shoot it well enough from long distances to get into offensive battles against teams. So they're going to have to be a team that can hold teams to 100 or less, score 110, and walk away with the game. It starts getting into 120, 125. I don't know if that's the way the Lakers want to win games this year.
Yeah, I mean, look, you don't want to give up 35 points in 2 quarters, but, you want to take your hat off to something that was 19 points, as Fish said, and the third was something they need to concentrate on out of the 4 quarters.
They want to make sure the fouls are correct. But, I don't know if there's anything that the league will be able to do in the future because they're not going to just give the team the ball all of a sudden after play has resumed a few possessions later.
How do you score that? Turnover on the ref, you think, or what?
Well, it's a home game, so
can't give that to the home team.
Our scorekeepers should have made sure that we got that ball on the side.
Too many backups to allow that to happen. There's at least 7 people on the bench, and the timekeepers should know that should never happen.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a lot in 18 years of covering this league, this team in particular. I've seen guys get a 6th foul and still be allowed to continue playing because there were so few guys on the team to start with. I've seen, myriad 4-point plays in one game. I've never seen this before. At least I can't remember.